Hello, and welcome to our discussion. Today we're exploring a question many of us face in our studies and careers. Is it better to work alone or as part of a team? This topic is important because the way we work affects our success, our happiness, and our personal growth. We have two speakers with us today who have very different perspectives. In favor of teamwork, we have Leo, a project manager who believes collaboration is the key to success. Arguing for the benefits of working alone, we have Clara, a freelance writer who values independence and focus. We will begin with opening statements, followed by a discussion and rebuttal, and we will finish with closing statements. So let's begin. Leo, please start us off with your opening statements.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm happy to be here to talk about the power of teamwork. In my experience, the best results always come from a team. The most important reason is that teams create more and better ideas. There's a famous saying, 2 heads are better than 1, and it's completely true. When people with different backgrounds and skills come together, they see a problem from many different angles. One person might have a great idea, but another person can add to it and make it even better. This process of brainstorming and sharing creates innovative solutions that a single person would probably never think of. Secondly, working in a team is a fantastic opportunity for learning and growth. Each person on a team has unique knowledge and skills. Junior members can learn from senior members, but it's not just about experience. Someone might be an expert in data analysis, while another is great at creative design. When you work together, you share these skills. You learn by watching, by asking questions, and by doing. This makes everyone on the team more capable and confident. Another key benefit is shared responsibility. When you are part of a team, you're not alone with all the pressure. Projects can be stressful, and deadlines can be difficult. In a team, you can share the workload. If one person is struggling, others can help them. This support system is incredibly important for morale and mental well-being. It reduces stress and prevents burnout because you know your colleagues have your back. Finally, teamwork improves the quality of the work itself. When multiple people review a document, a plan, or a product, they are more likely to find mistakes. One person might miss a small error, but another person will probably see it. Teammates can give constructive feedback to each other, which helps to make the final product stronger and more professional. This process of checking and improving ensures a high-quality result that everyone can be proud of. For all these reasons, I strongly believe that working together is the superior way to achieve great things.
Thank you, Leo, for that clear and passionate argument. Now we will hear from Clara. Clara, please share your opening statement.
Thank you, Sarah. While I understand Leo's points, I believe that working alone offers a different and often better set of advantages. My main argument is that working alone is far more efficient. When you work by yourself, you can make decisions instantly. You don't have to schedule long meetings, wait for everyone to agree, or spend hours in discussions that go nowhere. You can simply assess the situation, decide on a course of action, and get to work. This speed allows an individual to complete projects much faster than a team that has to coordinate many people. My second point is about the importance of deep focus. To produce truly high-quality work, you need to concentrate without interruptions. In a typical team environment, you're constantly distracted by conversations, messages, and other people's priorities. It can be very difficult to find a quiet moment for deep work. When you work alone, you create your own environment. You can eliminate distractions and focus completely on the task. This state of deep concentration is where the best and most creative work happens. Furthermore, working alone gives you full control and ownership of your work. You have a vision for a project, and you can execute it exactly as you see it. In a team, you often have to compromise. The final result becomes a mix of everyone's ideas, and sometimes the original, brilliant vision is lost. When you work alone, the final product is 100% yours. This gives you a great sense of pride and ownership, which is a powerful motivator. Finally, working alone provides clear accountability. You're completely responsible for the outcome. If the project is a success, the credit is all yours. If it fails, the responsibility is also yours. This direct link between your effort and the result can be a strong motivator to do your absolute best. There's no one else to blame and no one else to hide behind. This level of responsibility builds discipline and resilience. In conclusion, for reasons of efficiency, focus, control, and accountability, I believe that working alone is a more effective and rewarding path to success.
Thank you both for your strong opening arguments. You have given us a lot to think about. Claire, you talked about the speed and efficiency of working alone. Leo, many people complain that team meetings and discussions can be very slow and unproductive. How do you ensure a team stays efficient and doesn't waste time?
That's a very fair question, Sarah. It's true that poorly managed teams can be inefficient. However, the solution isn't to abandon teamwork, but to manage it well. A well-organized team is actually faster than an individual for large projects. The key is good leadership and clear goals. A good team leader sets a clear direction, so everyone knows exactly what they need to do. We also have amazing modern tools that help teams communicate quickly and effectively. Shared documents, project management software, and instant messaging apps mean that we don't always need a formal meeting to make a decision. You can ask a question and get an answer in seconds. Most importantly, a team can divide the work. One person can't do everything at once, but a team of 5 people can work on 5 different parts of a project at the same time. This parallel work allows a team to achieve a big goal much faster than one person ever could. So while a team might spend some time on communication, the ability to divide tasks makes it much more efficient in the long run.
That's an interesting perspective on efficiency. Now, Leo, you emphasized that teams generate better ideas through brainstorming. Clara, how can an individual be sure their ideas are strong without getting immediate feedback from a team? Is there a risk of developing an idea that has serious flaws?
That's another excellent point. Of course, feedback is important. But needing feedback isn't the same as needing a full-time team. An individual can be very strategic about getting feedback. For example, I can develop my concept with deep focus and clarity first. Then, when I have a strong draft, I can show it to a trusted mentor, a client, or a small group of professional friends. This way, I get the feedback I need without the constant noise of a team. I also believe that the most groundbreaking ideas often come from a single person's unique vision. Many great inventions, books, and works of art were born from the mind of one person working in solitude. Team brainstorming can sometimes lead to groupthink, where everyone agrees on the safest, most average idea to avoid conflict. A group can compromise so much that the final idea becomes boring and unoriginal. So while I value feedback, I believe that the initial creative process is often stronger and more daring when it happens alone.
This brings up another important topic: conflict. Leo, what happens when team members disagree? Conflict can slow things down and create a negative atmosphere.
Conflict is a natural part of any collaboration, but it's not always a bad thing. When people disagree respectfully, it forces them to think more deeply about their ideas. It challenges them to find better evidence and build stronger arguments. A good team, with good leadership, can manage conflict in a constructive way. The goal isn't to avoid disagreement, but to find the best solution together. Sometimes, the best idea comes from a debate between 2 different viewpoints. It's much better than having a hidden problem that no one talks about. Open communication, even when it involves conflict, leads to a stronger, more honest team and a better final outcome. I see conflict not as a delay, but as an investment in quality.
But that investment takes time and emotional energy. While you're managing disagreements, I'm already finishing the project. The emotional side of teamwork can be very draining. You have to manage different personalities, motivations, and work styles. It can be exhausting.
Working alone preserves my energy for the work itself. But isn't it lonely to always work by yourself, Clara? Humans are social creatures. Does the isolation ever affect your motivation?
I think there's a big difference between being lonely and being in solitude. I'm not isolated from the world. I talk to clients, I network with other professionals, and I have friends and family. But when it's time to work, I value the peace and quiet. For me, solitude isn't lonely. It's peaceful. It allows me to connect with my own thoughts and be more creative. My motivation comes from within, from my passion for the work and my desire to produce something excellent. I don't need a group of people around me to feel motivated.
I can see how that works for you. But for many people, the social energy of a team is very motivating. Celebrating a small success together, encouraging a teammate who's having a bad day, or just having a friendly chat by the coffee machine. These things build a positive environment that makes people want to come to work and do their best. That shared experience creates a sense of belonging and purpose that's very powerful.
That's a wonderful point, Leo. It seems the emotional experience of work is quite different in each style. We're nearing the end of our time, so I'd like to move to closing statements. Leo, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you. To summarize, I believe teamwork is fundamentally better because it brings out the best in us. It allows us to combine our diverse skills and perspectives to create ideas that are more innovative and solutions that are more robust. No single person has all the answers, but a team can find them together. Teamwork also provides a vital support system. It shares the burdens, reduces stress, and creates an environment where we can learn from each other every single day. We improve our own skills while helping others improve theirs. This collaborative spirit leads to higher quality work and greater job satisfaction. In the end, our greatest achievements as a species have come from working together. From building incredible cities to making scientific discoveries that change the world, progress happens when we collaborate. Working in a team teaches us empathy, communication, and trust. It connects us to a shared goal and reminds us that we're part of something bigger than ourselves.
Thank you, Leo. And now, Clara, your closing statement.
Thank you. I want to close by restating the powerful advantages of working alone: efficiency, focus, and ownership. When you work alone, you're in complete control of your time and your vision. You can move quickly, make clear decisions, and avoid the endless delays of group coordination. You can create a quiet space for deep, focused work, which is essential for producing anything of high quality and true originality. The result isn't a compromise. It's a pure expression of your skill and your vision. This leads to an incredible sense of accomplishment. More importantly, working alone builds personal responsibility and resilience. You learn to trust your own judgment and solve your own problems. Success is a direct result of your hard work, and failure is a lesson that you own completely. This accountability makes you stronger and more independent. Ultimately, working alone is an expression of freedom. It's the freedom to create, to work in a way that suits you best, and to take full credit and responsibility for your contributions to the world.
Thank you, Clara. I want to thank both Leo and Clara for sharing their thoughtful and valuable perspectives today. You have both argued your points beautifully. As we've heard, both working in a team and working alone have clear and significant advantages. Teamwork offers collaboration and support, while working alone offers speed and focus. Perhaps the best way to work is not one or the other, but a flexible approach that depends on the task, the person, and the situation. Thank you all for joining us for this important discussion.